Having the title of grandma or grandpa doesn't entitle you to a relationship with your grandchildren. I love how you made this comment here, and it's very timely because I just saw a video where a mother was talking about how she's estranged from her daughter, and her daughter isn't allowing her to have a relationship with her grandchildren. And she's kind of doing the thing of, just because we're not in a relationship, just because we're not getting along, doesn't mean that my grandchildren should suffer. Doesn't mean that I shouldn't have a relationship with my grandchildren. You shouldn't have a relationship with your grandchildren, because if you think that it is being good to them and loving to them and kind to them and a good role model to them, showing them that you can disrespect and mistreat their parent, if you think that that is in their best interest, you are definitely the toxic one in this. Because a grandparent or a parent who is prioritizing the needs of their children over the needs of what they want recognizes that every relationship they expose their children to is something that they are going to use as a roadmap for their relationships in their adult life. So what does it say to a child who watches their parent being mistreated by the grandparent that they love? What does it say to a child to watch their parent that they love being mistreated by their grandparent and tolerating that and dealing with that, instead of creating boundaries and saying, listen, if this is how you're going to behave, you're not welcome? It teaches them that love is not always kind and that love is not always respectful. And that's not true. Love is kind and respectful. There's a difference between having moments of discord, which you would normally, if you're a healthy person, try to shield your children from so that they're not privy to adult issues that they shouldn't be privy to. Nobody's perfect, and I know that sometimes we do have issues in front of our children, and hopefully you come back and you say, you know what, sometimes people don't get along, but they talk it out and use it as a teaching tool, right? But if you're not prioritizing the needs of that child to see healthy, loving relationships, you're the toxic person. You don't deserve access to them because you are not caring about being a good role model to them. The only thing you're actually caring about is being able to be a grandma or a grandpa. And that's not just a title, it's an actual responsibility.